and she took 2 days to retighten, not install, retighten my hair. Okay, let me backtrack a bit because I only went to a Hi everyone! So finding a loctician can be extremely difficult. When I first moved to Canada, I had to find a loctician to retighten my locks. This was before I started retightening them myself, of course. And I found this extremely difficult. I had a few mishaps along the way, and I just wanted to share with you those mishaps as well as what I believe is important when making this decision. So the first factor to consider is experience. If you're looking for someone to install your locks, this is especially important. Your lock installation will determine how your locks look for the rest of your locks journey. If the parting is uneven or the locks aren't the right size, you won't be able to fix it unless you get it uninstalled and you try again. And given that lock installations can take many hours into several days, this is not ideal. Experience also matters when it comes to retightενings as well. You definitely don't want someone who's going to over groom your hair, which can lead to thinning, or someone who leaves lots holes in your hair, which can lead to breakage. So definitely need to choose someone who has a high level experience either way. If you want to know more about lock grooming as well as lock thinning and lock holes, I'm going to link my posts about those in the description as well. So the second thing to consider is speed. Does the person take a week to do an installation? For some people, this does not matter. But for me, sitting down in a chair for several hours is not something I look forward to. My own installation took 15 hours, and she is a very quick loctician, but it felt like forever. We did 12 hours on the first day and then the remaining on the second day during the evening. But there are some locticians that are super slow and may take several days to install. It doesn't mean you won't get high quality, but this is something to keep in mind. Speed also matters when it comes to retightενings, because when I first got to Canada, I went to a loctician, and mind you, she wasn't a certified consultant yet, but I believe she was a trainee. And okay, let me backtrack a bit because I only went to a trainee because there were no certified consultants where I live. So, it was slim pickings either way. But yeah, so I went to her and she took 2 days to retighten, not install, retighten my hair. And she only did weekends, and I was also in university at the time, so I could only go on weekends because I had classes in the week. So I had to travel to her house 2 Saturdays in a row. And her house was not close. I had to take like an hour bus in order to get there. So I was quite annoyed. And, weekends were my time to recoup and recover from the week and try to go out with my friends. But that couldn't happen because I spent the entire day there, and then when I got back later in the night, I was just exhausted. So me, who was coming from Barbados, and like my loctician takes maximum 3 hours to do my hair, I was floored. I couldn't believe that it was taking this long, even for a trainee. And the person I went to after that took like 7 hours to do my hair, and 7 hours is definitely an improvement over 2 days. But you know, just being so accustomed to less than 3 hours, I was still having a hard time adjusting to that. So speed is definitely something to keep in mind if you're a person like me who doesn't like to be in a chair for that long.
Shop My Locks Journey for all your hair care needs.
Okay, so the next thing to consider is the person's working hours. So some people do lock installation or retwist as a side hustle, and then some people do it professionally. So some people may not work on Sundays or not on weekends at all, but then others may work exclusively on weekends. So you have to determine how this will factor into your own schedule and see if you'll be free or whenever the person's working hours are. The next thing to consider is the person's personality. So this might seem trivial, but the loctician's personality is a very important factor when making this decision. You'll be spending a couple of hours with this person every month or every other month, which is more than I see some of my own family members. So during this time, you know, you usually talk with the person who's doing your hair, and having a compatible personality is key to a good experience. Furthermore, you wouldn't want to entrust your locks to someone who you don't get along with.
Shop My Locks Journey for all your hair care needs.
So this is probably the most important factor when making any decision, but that is price. So obviously the key would be finding someone who meets the above criteria while also being affordable, which is like a needle in a haystack. The time that I mentioned before with the person who took 2 days to do my hair, and even the person who took 7 hours, the difference between Canada and Barbados is that in Barbados it's a set fee, but in Canada they charge by the hour. So the person's speed becomes even more important, one, and two, their hourly rate is important as well. This is definitely the price, the hourly rate, you know, fixed fee, whatever it is definitely something you need to consider and determine if it falls within your own budget. But yeah, let me know if there's anything that I missed that you would consider. And for more on this, visit mylocsjourney.com.
For more tips, head over to mylocsjourney.com. See the link in the description. And before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time.